Hey Gary, Tony here. I thought the best way to do this is to just create a video for you. And I'm going to show you a bunch of different ways to get the game working. And, I'm hoping one of the three methods works here. So, probably the easiest way to do this is to run it or go into the Explore box. So, put the first disk in there. You want to right click on Start. Now I'm on Windows 7 Professional. Windows 7 or Windows XP is going to be a little bit different than this, but I think it'll say Windows Explorer or the word Explore. And on that, I'm going to, you see the Giants 1 disk. I'm going to expand that first drive and then click on it. And you'll want to sort by type. Now, if you don't see the word type in there, right click up here and then you'll see the name type. Now, Windows XP is a little bit different. I think if you see on my far right here, I can do details. So click on that, and then there's some other option in there. In fact, I'll go in there in a minute where you can actually tell it to do different types or display the type. So what you want to do is on those application files, you want to note the year that the game was made. And in this case, it was made in the year 2000. So Windows 98 is going to be your best bet. Right click on the file, left click on properties, left click on compatibility, then click on run this program in compatibility mode, and let's select Windows 98. And then run as administrator. Now you're going to do the same thing on Windows XP. It might look a little bit different, and you're probably going to have more luck doing this on Windows XP than Windows 7. But I still want you to try it on both. Going into the setup file, left click on properties, Windows 98, run it as administrator, apply and OK. Now sometimes there's some other files in here that require it too. I'm just going to check the setup file. Okay, that doesn't have it. It's usually just the application files. Here's an auto run with setup information. Let's try that also. Okay, it looks like I probably got all of them. Now I'm going to go under the DirectX folder. And there too, we're going to see if we have any application files. And my computer's running slow. I've got different drives connected. And here I have that up, and I'll go and right click that file, and it's the same deal here. You're going to go into every single file that's an application type, right click, and then left click on properties. Now my computer's just chugging here. It's pretty slow. I've got some other things going on in the background that I should have ended. I'm going to go under the BDA directory. We'll check that out. Now you'll see here when they open up in that format where there's a picture, you'll need to go to details. No application files there. Here we've got one. I think you're getting the point here. Basically, every single directory on that computer, you're going to look for anything that's an application. Get right click, and I'm going to give it a minute here. It's my computer's running pretty slow. In fact, let me close down some of these applications. There we go, compatibility. And then again, run the program, and we'll do Windows 98. Run as administrator, apply, and OK. And then whether you're on Windows 7 or whether you're on Windows XP, again, XP is probably going to be your better bet. You'll go on to your original drive, and then looks like the file to launch it is either going to be the auto run or the setup. Probably the setup. That doesn't work through auto run. That should work on Windows 90 or Windows XP, might work on your Windows 7 professional machine. So that's method number 1 and 2 for Windows XP and then Windows Professional. The other thing is Professional XP emulator. And to find that, we're going to go and we will go into Windows 7. And you can see it come up, XP emulator. And then here I have download Windows XP. And then you'll select which version of Windows Home. And this is for Windows 7, but which version of Windows 7 you have. Now to find out what version, look on the Windows Start, right click on Computer, then left click on Properties, and that'll tell you Windows 7. Here I go Professional and then 64-bit. So when you download the program, you'll actually select Windows, in my case 64-bit. I'll go over here, I'll select English, and then do the download and then install that file. Once you've downloaded, you'll go up to the program, and again, I've got a ton of stuff on this computer, but you'll see Windows Virtual PC, Windows XP mode, and what you're basically doing is coming up another version of desktop. So I go to my desktop computer, my actual Windows machine. Here you can see, all my programs. This is actually where that meteorite hit in Russia. Now I'm in my Windows mode. Let me close these boxes and just show you after I download this. This is where I need some dance or some jokes, but unfortunately I'm an accountant, so I don't have too much. Okay, here's Windows XP coming up, and you're basically going to see another version of Windows. So I'm on a Windows 7 machine, but if I go under Start and then under Computer, Properties, apologize about the speed here, but I'm just doing this to prove to you that it's running XP. There you see Windows XP. So this is the Windows 7 machine, and it allows me to run it as an XP machine. So pretty cool. I can even go and do the door here, and in this case, here's my DVD drive, and you go in there, and then again, you're going to need to go into those application files and tell it run it in Windows 2000 mode. I'm sorry, 8, but it should just run right out of the box on your Windows 8. I'm sorry, under Windows XP, and then again, if it doesn't run it as Windows 98. Hope that helps, Gary. I know it's long of a video. Fingers, bye.